Welcome back everyone. iOS 15 has officially came out, so let's take a look at it on the iPhone 7. Now I will tell you, even if iOS 15 seems like the best update in the world, you may be better off just not installing iOS 15 right now, maybe waiting until 15.1 comes out. That may be a better idea to do, but I do think 15 was a pretty good update overall, and on the iPhone 7 it was a pretty good one. You can see it still has some stable issues and stuff like that, but overall, I mean, some of the main features, to be honest, came within certain apps. So FaceTime got a couple of cool updates. You can now use portrait mode, which isn't supported on the iPhone 7. You can now use spatial audio, grid mode with FaceTime is cool, but the main important thing is you can actually send links to FaceTime calls outside of iOS. So if you have someone who uses an Android and you want them to join a FaceTime call, well, you have that capability within iOS 15, which I think is really cool. Another awesome feature is live text, but that isn't supported on the iPhone 7, so we're not even going to talk about it. But one thing that is supported is this new focus mode. So this is essentially, I guess, like do not disturb on steroids. It pretty much allows you to focus in on certain apps that you want to use. So do not disturb would essentially just, not disturb you with certain applications and stuff with notifications. With these different focus modes, I think it allows you to pretty much focus in on certain apps that you kind of put in these buckets. So personal may be something like, FaceTime, messages, phone calls, some things that are personal to you, Snapchat, Instagram. Work may be more so like, your work apps, maybe your work email, different things like that. So you can turn these different focus modes on if you want to, and I think it's cool. I'm personally probably never going to use it. I don't even use do not disturb mode, but it is something that you have here now, which I think is really cool. Now, iMessage also got a little bit of a redesign as well, which I'm really happy about, but again, it's nothing super crazy for the most part. But one thing that's really awesome is drag and drop. So within iOS 15, we now have drag and drop system wide. So let's say, for example, we had a Notes app, right? So let's go into our Notes app right here. Let me go and click continue. Let me just make a new app, right? Now let's say I wanted to drag this image over there. Where normally you could take a screenshot of it, you can copy and see if it drags over. But what we can do is we can go ahead and drag it down, and you can see it's already moving with my finger. I can double tap here, go inside of here, and I can drop whatever the link was or whatever I wanted to send over into a new thing. Before, believe it or not, we actually didn't have drag and drop, but now we have that capability. So that is without a doubt one of my favorite things within iOS 15 and something I'm probably going to use all the time. We also do now have new notification styles. So they look a little bit more rounded in my opinion, and also some of the system UIs look a lot more rounded. And even within like the system settings, you can see there's a little bit more of a gap on the sides as well. So it looks a little bit different. I kind of like it, but it makes it a little bit more zoomed out in terms of the whole UI. Now, one of the last things that got a massive update was Safari. So we now actually have kind of a gesture-based design with the Safari design, which I think is cool. You can swipe between, tabs. And I actually do like this. Some people actually don't like this at all. I kind of like it. I kind of see myself switching out of it. But you can also switch out of it if you just click on the AA and click Show Top Address Bar. Then it brings back to normal. But we also have Safari extensions within iOS 15 as well. So whatever extensions you had before, you may actually be able to use them on your iPhone as well. So those are the main updates. Like I mentioned, I've installed almost every single beta on the iPhone 7, and although 15 does seem probably the most stable beta that I've installed, I would still recommend keeping iOS 14 on your phone. That is the more stable version of software right now. I would still recommend installing iOS 14 over the iOS 15 any day, just because of the stability, but I think the iPhone 7 is probably good enough to install it, but I'd still stick with 14 for the time being. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.